It's only brief introduction, to work which I have done in last half of century. It can be concluded in just few sentences. You don't need this quantum apparatus completely without this ideology, axiology. There are things that in my way of introducing things get similar to this you have current approaches. All of them, some things maybe like similar to some concepts you have, but generally it's different. It's going deeper. It's the same is with relativity and all this baggage they put on you. Both theories are not principally correct, because there is, in our situation, chosen reference frame for relativity, and in quantum approach there is method with rotations of some objects in which we are, which decide how things will discretize what we have as a, this quantization. Here only forest workers can drive. So, what is necessary? Substance, which I name ether, which has one property, and this is it moves. Computing itself moves with the time limit, which is with the complexity, local complexity. It's enough. You may say, fine, it's deterministic, so we are in a clockwork again, we are back to some. Yes and no. On a particle level, it's deterministic. Going deeper, if there is any kind of atomos for ether, non-divisible minimal portion, then it's really deterministic in this Laplace concept with this thinking. Nothing can be changed. But if this substance is infinitely divisible, you never can say that things are sure. On a bigger structure level, it's very difficult to change something. Things are predictable. But on this smallest levels, they can change because intrinsically they may have different evolution inside, and outside manifested as something different. There is long discussion how big changes are allowed. It's not for now. Generally, this one principle says that we are inside collapses, which forms. Sometimes, somewhere. Forming, they need to arrange itself in a structure, one axis rotational and concentrically vibrating, because this preserves itself, this structure. And there is mechanism. I have for 2 decades made computations, simulating these things, and principally, you need to follow my path to understand what I am saying about. this structure is inevitable. In the less dense membrane it continues because we are in a less dense membrane. Second generation of collapses. In this second there is a third generation of collapses, and then we have QCD. After 2 collapses, QED is possible. This chain can be longer, this Russian doll system, of course, but slows time. In every next collapse, time is slower, generally slower. So, the speed with which rotates this upper collapses goes higher, and the distances on which these interactions can be seen are smaller and smaller and smaller. So, if we find method, to find it experimentally, it will be very, good achievement. But I am afraid for a long time with this, accelerators we won't succeed. Nothing in cosmology is right now. Things are upside down. Hubble observation rises speed of light. Gravity with the Higgs action, Higgs is this bouncing between denser membranes, and gravity is pushed from outside, from empty space to particles which just left something with his Higgs gluing. So this is vacuuming on our membrane, and for this reason you have rising speed of light, opposite to what you are saying now. This is the right picture, and details, try look into my other recordings. This is main change, paradigm shift, unification of physics, whatever you name it, it's this.